for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
63 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Dancing to it, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A toss left, Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Rivers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Larry Fitzgerald. 38 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Finding Diggs near the sideline.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. From the 41, Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Cook, they'll try and run it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll look to throw here. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. They still can't get him. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This one fielded at the 5. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Broncos are going to get the football. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. from Minneapolis. So long, everybody.